Welcome to StudyIQ, my dear friends. I am Prashant Mahavani. I hope you all are doing good. Dear friends, do you know that you can contact me and you can follow me on my Facebook page. You can also download this PDF file or all my lectures from my Facebook page. I would like to introduce all of you to our pen drive and tablet courses. As you can see on your screen, we cover SSC and banks, UPSC, optional subjects, defense and state level exams. You have this test series and other things available, so make sure you check out StudyIQcom to know more about it. With this, identify the bridge that you can see on your screen. Do let me know the name of the river on which you find this bridge. If it is a bridge that is within a particular state, or whether this bridge is connecting 2 or 3 different states, do let me know about it. And the reason why I am asking you this sort of questions is because you find this type of questions in your prelims examination. With this, many of you have rightly identified the flag of Canada, and one of you have added, I think it was in Hindi version comment, that the leaf that you find in between this, right in the center of this flag of Canada, is of a maple tree. So thank you very much for adding additional information, and this I'm sure will help all you aspirants, isn't it? So this is what I call interactive learning, or learning and sharing things with each other. Now, the first item that we have is pertaining to this Global Investor Summit. This is the first summit of the state of Maharashtra, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated this Magnetic Maharashtra Convergence 2018. Now, from the name itself, if you break it down, you find that this is a global. That means you will find people from different parts of the world here. Investor, that means you will find investors, potential investors, as well as investors, existing investors. And summit basically is a big symposium or meeting. It is a very good way to say Maharashtra is basically presenting itself on a platform. It is not, you can say verbally, but indirectly it is saying that come and invest in Maharashtra. We have got our doors open for you. We have got our red carpet for you, so you are more than welcome here. This is a roar that you can hear if you read between the lines, or if you listen between the lines when we talk about this Magnetic Maharashtra Convergence 2018. Prime Minister talked about a $5 trillion economy. He said that in near future we are going to join this club. At present we are somewhere around 2.5, and from 2.5 plus, if we are going to reach, or if we are going to clock this 5 trillion, then you can understand that in terms of quantity we are expanding. So here you can term it as a growth, and I'm sure you know about this thing because we have talked about it earlier on, that growth complements development, and the more developed you are, the better growth you can do. So in a way, this growth and development, G and D, are complementing each other. He also said that this type of summits, particularly this Magnetic Maharashtra one, is one of the best example for cooperative competitive federalism. The thing is, central government designs policies for the whole country, and you have the state governments. They are free to, of course, their policy should be in line with the central's broad guidelines, but then you can have your own customization. So this is a very good way, or you can say a very interesting way, a very effective way of designing policies in our country. This is what we call federalism. And cooperative competitive federalism basically means different states competing with each other. Maharashtra is saying that come and invest in Maharashtra. At the same time, you hear these things from Andhra Pradesh, from Gujarat, from Jammu and Kashmir, from Kerala and other states as well. So what they are doing is basically they are providing the best thing that they can. Maharashtra will argue for, or Maharashtra will say that we have got the best infrastructure in the country, we have got the best business environment. At the same time, say for example, if it would be Jharkhand, it would say that we have got best resources available. We have big electric plants and things like that. So at the end of the day, we will offer, or every state will offer things that they can offer, or their potential, or what are the things that you can do here. And this is how it works. So when they are competing with each other, basically they are improving as well. When they are competing with each other, they have to make sure that they are always better when they compare themselves with the other states. So in this way, this is a healthy competition. At the end of the day, it is the people of the country who are going to be benefit out of it, or get benefit out of it. Then you will have this investors as well, may it be domestic investors or international investors. They are also going to get something and something out of it. With this, Prime Minister also congratulated Maharashtra for its aim to become a $1 trillion economy. Now, the aim of our country as a country is $5 trillion economy, and Maharashtra is a state in our country that is aiming to become a $1 trillion economy itself. So if you can imagine, if we have this 5 states, just imagine if we have 5 different states in our country, and if their aim is to reach or clock this $1 trillion economy each, then we'll get this $5 trillion economy just from 5 states, and then you have other states. So we will easily cross this 5 trillion mark. And as I told you, growth and development, they are complementary with they complement each other, and in this way, sabka saath sabka vikas. I'm not trying to promote any party here. What I'm trying to say is everyone will develop, right? At the end of the day, we are talking about our citizens, about our country, not about any political party here. Prime Minister, as he belongs to BJP, so he said that of course it is very easy to understand, and it's not just about you can say rhetorics, right? We can visibly see there is a change, a little bit of change. A good environment, a good business environment is seen in the state of Maharashtra in terms of infrastructure. This is a very, you can say, a good example. Particularly you have when you have a city like Mumbai, then and the business that you have around it. So opportunities, business opportunities that you have around Maharashtra and Mumbai. So this is a best package that you have. With this, Maharashtra is also constructing this Maharashtra Samruddhi corridor. It is a 700-kilometer super communication expressway and an adjacent smart city. Have the potential to create 20 lakh new jobs, said by Prime Minister. Now I have a picture for you from a newspaper. It is about a Samruddhi corridor connecting districts. As you can see here, it is predominantly, or basically the main focus here is Nagpur to Mumbai expressway, right? It is called Samruddhi. Samruddhi stands for or it means prosperity. So as you can see, there are many different districts of Maharashtra that are falling in line of this, or this Samruddhi expressway is passing through. And it's not just about connectivity, right? It is more than that. If we zoom this thing a little bit, then we find here that besides road, you have this connectivity. Apart from connectivity, you have this agriculture centers, warehouses, cold storages, and market facilities, and other things will be available here in this, on this Samruddhi expressway. The most interesting thing that I find here is the way this land pulling is done for this Samruddhi expressway. Now you have a place called Amravati in Andhra Pradesh. It is going to be the latest city of our country, this Amravati, and it is basically going to be it is declared, but it's still under construction. So this city Amravati is going to be the new capital of Andhra Pradesh. Now the thing is, the way they have this Andhra Pradesh government, their land acquisition scheme is a bit different than what we find in different parts of our country. What they have done is that you give your agricultural land now. You have different tables based on the quality or the category of the land that you are providing. Based on that, the government will provide you agricultural land in other parts of the state, not far from this capital. And after a few years, you will be given with an option whether you want a commercial property or you want a residential property in this new city. So you can see that you are getting your agricultural land as well. At the same time, if you give your land now, then after 10 years, 15 years, you will be provided with this option as well, whether you want this resident, and this will be given to you in the latest Amravati city. So you can imagine it is a win-win situation. So this is how they have done it, and this is how this Samruddhi expressway as well is going to do. So this is a good model, I think, because when this model was not out at that point of time as well, means when it was in its planning period at that point of time as well, I have gone through many articles and many experts have provided many positive points regarding this Amravati. I'm talking about a couple of years ago, maybe in 2014 or 2015. It was in news quite a lot of time. So I hope you have got one more good example of land pooling, or you can say land acquisition. With this, Prime Minister Modi said he believes, his government believes in development, and he said the nature of development should be holistic, comprehensive and inclusive. I'm very much excited about his views on robotics, which we are going to discuss in a bit. He also talked about this key for progress. He said that first of all, you have to identify the potential of a particular place. Then you have to design policies, you have to plan how you are going to execute these things, and then you have to perform. If you do all these things, then you will definitely progress. And this is not just for the government of Maharashtra, this is for you as well, right? Whenever you study any project or anything, say for example, if you are reading a subject called economics, right, then make sure that try to find these things, right, try to see things that are given in any subject or any article based on if it is pertaining to this progress or growth or development. Try to see whether maximum potential or whatever the potential is been taken care of. The policy are policies designed or in line with this potential, or are these policies that are out there, do they provide a sort of platform from which you can reach or you can exploit your potential in a positive way, planning regarding execution and whether these policies are implemented or not and things like that. So I hope this will work as a good example. He talked about this air flights. At present we have 450 airplanes operational in our country. Government of India has ordered 900 new planes. So you can imagine we are going to nearly, what, at the end of the year we are going to have somewhere around 1350 planes. Not by the end of the year, but in near future we are going to have this many planes. So that means when you have this many planes, supply is high, and if there is a demand as well, then what will happen is the prices will come down. So it will become more affordable for common man to take a flight. And when a common man is able to take a flight, basically his horizon will expand. Earlier on you used to trade within Maharashtra only, but now you can trade with a person in Odisha or maybe Assam, right? You can take a flight from Maharashtra and then you can visit Guwahati, then come back in the evening, and in this way your horizon and your business opportunities will expand as well. Tourism and other things will expand as well. So Udan is a very Udan is a scheme. It may look small now, but it is going to be a big tree in the future, which is going to shower many good fruits for the whole economy. Now coming on to this portion here, robotics, bots and this artificial intelligence. He said that introduction of this AI, bots and robots of course will add productivity, but at the same time there is a fear out there as well that human beings will be out of job. They will be made redundant. Is it right or wrong? The thing is, it depends how we take this robots, AI and bots. Earlier on when mobile phones were introduced, at that point of time people were worried about this post office and other things. There is a very old example of this horse cart and cars. You know that introduction of cars, these horses were out of business, but many new garages and so many new businesses. Can you imagine glass making companies and seat belt making companies and tire making companies? There are so many new industries out there because of the introduction of this cars in the market. So in the same way, at present we don't know, but the one thing is for sure, that if we are ready to upgrade ourselves, if we are ready to accept this change, and if we are ready to work out, if we are ready to solve this problem of job creation, then introduction of robotics and this AI will in fact add more value, more quality. In fact, there could be a time that nowadays, you know, on an average a person has to work 8 hours. You never know, in future you have to work just 4 hours and you have to be earning the same money and good quality of life. So this can be possible as well because of robotics. Rather than people wasting their body, or you can say taking toll on their body and doing all this labor work, this thing can be done by robots, and this labors can be trained for some other things, for repairing robots or for production of new robots and things like that. So you never know, right? It's not always bad, but of course, as a human beings, we have this inherent fear of unknown, and it is basically a competition between mind and the machine. And human mind is the latest, one of the most advanced, you can say advanced tool, or you can say advanced machine in the world. I'm not sure about universe, but definitely in the world, the most advanced item is our human mind. So a machine, definitely a creation of our own, is not going to take over us. And there are many good examples if we go back in our ancient Indian thinking, right? We have always, if you analyze and if you reach to the gist or crux of this ancient Indian thinking, then we find that we have always blended, or we have always created harmony between science and spirituality. So basically we have welcomed science in all its forms, and we have also always promoted science and technologies, and this will help us, no doubt. So I hope you are getting me here. We talked about this industrial revolution a couple of days ago, and here you find one more line that you can add on, that Prime Minister said that with every industrial revolution, the scalability of technology has increased manifold, isn't it? This is right. And this new 4.0, industrial 4.0, is going to add technology, and it is going to make our life a bit more easy, more jobs, and more economic, and more perfection, and more, you know, nowadays they use this robots for heart surgeries and other surgeries, and the precision level is quite nice. So this is something that we want in the future. It all depends on us, right? How we are taking it, and based on our own understanding, based on our own ethics, this artificial intelligence will grow, because it is something that is created by us. So that's everything regarding this artificial intelligence. It is very important for you to understand this thing, because as I told you, there are high chances that you may be asked an essay on this thing, and in future as well, if I find something interesting like this, then I will share it with all of you. That's everything that we have got. These are your answers. These are your new questions. One is S&T question, the other one is based on economics. And dear friends, make sure you check out StudyIQ.com, and please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please, if you have learned something, then please give us your like. It will motivate me, and pass your valuable comments and answer. I will see you all soon. Till then, enjoy your studies. Jai Hind.